So look, this isn't personal. This is just business. And I'm seeing more and more and more mock drafting, best available player, and all these kinds of things that lean toward Bijan Robinson. Okay. Now, I saw a comment from an NFL GM, of course, off the record, that thinks that I think the quote was Bijan could be a gold jacket kind of guy, right? Now, if Bijan is there, and I think he will be at number 8, let's say Jalen Carter is off the board. Okay. Let's say he's off the board. Let's say he goes at 5 to Seattle. Okay. And barring any of the quarterbacks, okay, I think all 4 quarterbacks will be gone in the first 7 picks. So if it's the 4 quarterbacks, if you figure 7 picks, 4 quarterbacks, Jalen Carter, Will Anderson, maybe a corner or something like that. Should the Falcons look at Bijan Robinson, who would technically maybe be the best available player? Now, they'll spin it. I mean, if they take Christian Gonzalez or whatever corner, they'll spin it as, oh, well, he was the top guy on our board. That's what NFL GMs do, right? You're not going to see their board. And, if he is this high caliber of a prospect and all that kind of stuff, and again, I say first-round talent is first-round talent if he is that quality and that good, okay? But should the Falcons be in the mix for it? No. Okay? Listen, Tyler Allgeier did a magnificent job last year. This is getting back to should you have taken Vic Beasley or should you have taken Todd Gurley? Okay? Even with having a 1,000-yard running back in the fold, which is what Devontae Freeman, ended up being. He was a 1,000-yard double-digit touchdown running back. We did not suffer because we didn't have Todd Gurley. In fact, again, the second most important reason we were in the Super Bowl in 2016 is because of Vic Beasley. And he could accumulate lots of sacks, and he led the NFL. Matt in the offense was the number one reason. We were an outstanding offensive club, 30 points per game. But the number 2 reason is because we could sack the quarterback. That's the NFL. You can like that or not like that. You guys try to argue with me all the time about this. That's the NFL, folks. You have a really great offense, but you better be able to sack the quarterback. Todd Gurley was player of the year. He was the offensive player of the year in the NFL and all. We don't like Bulldogs. We don't like Todd Gurley. I heard all those kinds of things. And when Todd Gurley when they started winning games with the Rams franchise, because they had the offensive player of the year in Todd Gurley, they had the defensive player of the year in Aaron Donald. When they started winning games? When their quarterback started playing really well. When Jared Goff started turning it on, that's when they became a winning franchise. So again, this is nothing personal against Bijan. I think he'll be a terrific player. I like him as a talent. But again, at some point, we have to fix the things that are right in front of us. You guys say all the time, well, everybody knows we have to. Then why don't they do it? Then why don't we fix it? Why do we not fix the things that are ailing us? We keep trying to divert and scoot and scat and, all this kind of stuff around it. We kind of tiptoe around it. We're talking running backs and wide receivers and even corner. I like the corners in this. But why can't we fix the things that we need to fix? Why can't we fix the thing that we're most deficient at? Yeah, we can sign Calais Campbell and all these kinds of guys. But again, I need my young pass rusher off the edge to sack the quarterback. That's what wins in the NFL. You can't have too many guys. Eagles, 49ers, Chiefs. You think they sit around saying, oh, well, we can't add this guy. We can't add Javon Hargrave to the 49ers. We got all these guys we're paying money to. We got Bosa and all these guys. We don't need pass rushers. They go out and sign them. Well, we can't, for the Eagles, we can't get Montez Sweat and Hargrave and all these guys. We don't need all these guys. No, they get all these guys that sack the quarterback. It's exhausting. So it's nothing personal against Bijan Robinson. But with what ails this team, I don't care if he's the best player available by tons. I don't care if Bijan is up here and every pass rusher is here. Okay? If they're first-round caliber talent, you grab your pass rusher. Because at some point, again, with a fifth-round rookie offensive guy in the mix, we were the number, 4 rushing team in the NFL? Sorry, number 3, 2,118 yards. And yeah, we probably won't get the 463 yards that we got out of Mariota. But again, I don't care about running quarterbacks. The two teams that ran the ball more than us was the Ravens and the Bears. How'd the Bears finish? They were 3-14 with their number 1 team in the league in running the football. Okay. That's because your quarterback got just mauled last year for the Bears. So even if I don't have the contributions of a Marcus Mariota, it's not like Ritter can't run or anything like that, but even if I don't have those contributions, I can have Patterson. I can have Tyler Allgeier. I can draft a running back in the middle rounds. We developed a 5th-round guy. And look, Allgeier only started 7 games last year. He was only a 7-game starter, averaging 4.9 yards per carry. And it took him a while to build into becoming that kind of guy. Can he be Michael Turner? No, not from the 1,800 yard, 15 touchdown kind of production. I don't think he can be that back. But he can be the kind of back that Michael Turner was, that you can lean on. And by the way, Allgeier only had 210 carries last year. I expect that number to go up. Not saying he's going to be Jamal with 380 carries or whatever like that, or Derrick Henry in the 400s or whatever. But again, if you can get the 260, 270 in your carries, and he can shoulder more of the load, which is very possible, okay. But again, I look at these mocks and all this kind of stuff, and we get these names in our head. This is not fantasy football. At some point, we have to turn the ship around and point it in a direction to winning football. Okay? First-round running backs, when you have a good running game and you have capable running backs, isn't winning football. You know what is? Sacking the quarterback. We were 3rd in the NFL in rushing yards last year. We were next to last in the NFL in quarterback sacks, coming off of the worst season I've ever seen at sacking the quarterback the year before, where we were dead last. So we finished dead last and second to last in the NFL in sacking the quarterback over the last couple of years. And we're talking about running backs and or could the Falcons draft a wide receiver at 8? And I'm just like, my brain is just melting in front of me. Get me somebody to sack the quarterback, please. It's not personal with Bijan Robinson. It's strictly business. And the business says we got to get in the business of sacking the quarterback if we're going to turn the Titanic around and head away from the iceberg and try to get into some winning football. All right, well, thank you so much for making Hittin' Hard with Jon Chuckery your first listen every day. Make sure you make Locked On Sports Today your second listen. Biggest stories of the day, instant reactions, big game recaps, and the take of the day available Odyssey, YouTube, wherever you get your podcast from. We ask you to subscribe or follow for free on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcast. We appreciate the fact that we're now up over 6,000 subscribers on our YouTube page, so be a part of our community. Get the latest episodes of Hittin' Hard as soon as they become available. And then give me a follow on my personal Twitter page. That would be at JMCH316. We'll wrap up the week tomorrow. This has been Hittin' Hard with Jon Chuckery, Locked On Sports Atlanta.